What's up guys, Jake here with JakesGotHerps, not to be confused with herpes. Herpes is nasty, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my reptile collection as of April 2013. I'm going to start doing these monthly because a lot of people like these videos. I personally really enjoy watching these videos. I think they're the most interesting, seeing everybody's complete collections. And so I'm going to be doing these. I'm going to be going through all my animals, obviously, and if you want to see anything in more detail, I might have a video up already of it, so you could probably check that out, or you can leave a comment and I will try and get to making that video. I have a pretty long list of videos that I have to make, but yeah, so the first off we have my Brazilian rainbow boa, who's an awesome snake. Rainbow boas are probably the most beautiful snake in my opinion. They glow so nicely with their iridescence. Obviously that's how they get the name rainbow boa. So you can see her right there. Absolutely gorgeous snake. I know people sometimes make fun of me because I use adjectives like beautiful and gorgeous to describe reptiles, but really, I mean, if you don't think that is an absolutely stunning animal, then you probably need to get your eyes checked, or my camera quality sucks really bad. So I'll just leave the hide there, let her do her thing. And I keep this piece of plexiglass on top, help keep the humidity in. A lot of people think rainbow boas are really difficult to take care of. They're really not too bad, other than the fact that they need really high humidity. If you can accommodate that, you'll probably be fine. But if you don't, these are the kind of snakes that can literally die within days of not having proper hydration. So that's something you do have to make sure you can accommodate. Up here we have, I know behind all this clutter, we have my Amazon Tree Boa, who I can actually get up to now because I have a little stool. Hopefully I don't gain, what is that, 300? Hopefully I don't gain 160 pounds or I will break this. So, yeah. And he's kind of hiding all the way in the back here. Inconvenient, but trying to move the humidifier. You can kind of see him right there. Like I said, if there's something you want to see in more detail, let me know, or check out my other videos, because it's kind of hard to see him up there. But one thing that I like about arboreal snakes, like the emerald tree boas, the green tree pythons, Amazon tree boas, obviously, is that they, a lot of the times, chill on perches, so you can actually see them most of the time, whereas a lot of my snakes hide a lot. Over here we have my Brooks King, who is in his humidity hide, right there, as you can see. I'm not going to take him out because he's in a pretty deep shed, but try and focus in on that. He's a really pretty snake. I have a couple videos of him already, so if you want to check those out, if you want to see him a little bit better, you can do that. I'm actually surprised he's in his humidity hide. A lot of the times when I make little humid hides for my snakes, they don't really use them, but I'm kind of glad he is because he's in a pretty deep shed. I know my room is a little bit messy. I came back to a lot of surprises, like this little egg in here. I don't really think it's gonna hatch, but I'm going to be hopeful. I'm going to keep this egg until I know that it's not. I know that it's not good, but it really does not look very good. There it is, right there. It's getting kind of yellow, and it's all crumpled up at this point. But I'm going to keep it just in case. It's actually laid by my leopard geckos, and I'm really excited. Actually, I want to start breeding leopard geckos. I might just get a pair, not really to make any money or to really get anything out of it. I just think. When I found this egg, I was really excited, and it's just a really cool experience if you've never had it before. Anyways, over here is my axolotl. He's pretty cool. A lot of people said they thought he was like a tiger salamander larva. He is an axolotl. The person I got him from is a pretty reputable axolotl breeder. I really like him a lot, and now that I have this 20-gallon empty tank, I might get another one and put them both in there when they get large enough, because when they are younger, they are cannibalistic, and they're just really cool. I think I might get a leucistic axolotl. Those are like the pink ones that you see. Really cool. Not the most natural looking things though, just because a lot of them have like color dyes and things in them like those fish. But then again, these things are pretty much extinct anyway, so it really doesn't matter what we do with them. But he's really cool. Really cool little guy. That's an axolotl. In here we have my blood python, who used to be in a 20-gallon aquarium. I know I always try and make my setups look really nice. Look more natural and stuff, and you don't see me use a lot of like plastic containers as enclosures unless I'm doing some kind of quarantine. But the story behind this is my blood python had not eaten in the 2 months that I had her. She ate twice, and I knew she was hungry, and she was getting a little bit skinny. to be perfectly honest. So I moved her into a tub to maintain her humidity and temperature more. And I don't know what it is, but she just became a lot more comfortable being in this enclosure. And now she eats every single time. So I know it's not the nicest looking thing in the world, but it is easier to maintain, keep clean, and she does eat extremely well in it now. So I'm going to keep on using it. And there she is. She's a beautiful snake. This is Lefty, the blood python. Probably, if I had to pick one snake that was my favorite, it's probably this girl right here. She's awesome. She's super tame. I know blood pythons also get a bad rep. I feel like the reputation of these really just comes from the people that don't know how to take care of them, because they're really awesome snakes. Her name's Lefty because, as you can see, that's a normal looking eye, and her left eye is rather small. As you can see, it's kind of a little black dot on the side of her head. I doubt she can see out of it, but she's still an awesome little snake, and I really do love her a lot. So that's Lefty. I'll put her stuff back. And I've gotten a lot of supplies recently. I actually got a whole bunch of thermostats, because before I didn't really regulate my under tank heaters with thermostats. I just kind of try to elevate the tanks up a little bit, maintain temperature, which doesn't work all that well. So yeah, so that's her. Up here we have my very first reptile I ever had. This is Jerry the leopard gecko in his tank. It's a little bit different. I have this big, cavern stalagmite looking water dish. That's pretty cool. I've had this thing for a while. I just never used it. And there's his enclosure. Obviously he wouldn't be out when I'm doing this video. He's in here. There he is. I know the camera doesn't do him justice. I know he's just a normal leopard gecko, but he's really a really nice looking gecko, and I really like him a lot. He's just sleeping. He has a little bit of stuck shed left on his face. I gave him a couple baths yesterday. I'm going to have to give him another one again today. But there he is in his setup. Over here we have my Kenyan Sand Boa, who recently has been kind of aggressive. I don't really know what's her deal. She was actually alright the other day, but a couple days ago I tried to handle her, and she was biting me, or at least trying to anyway. I think the problem was, I think her tank was a little too hot. I had her on just a normal under tank heater without anything done to it, and I think it was getting a little hot for her. So what I did is I hooked it up to the blood python thermostat, and so it keeps the heat pad kind of cool for sand boas. And then I added just a supplemental heat light. See if I can find her without getting bit. Oh, there's her head right there. Yeah, she's all right now, but. As you can see there, they're taking off. And a lot of people express some concern that they are called, sand boas and not, aspen boas. But the majority of breeders who keep these, keep them on aspen. I really don't see why you wouldn't. If you really want to get technical about it, you would. If you really want to make it, really natural, you'd probably put it on a mixture of like sand and peat moss and soil, and make it kind of dirty, and so it would hold burrows, because sand does not hold a burrow whatsoever. Aspen does, except when you mess it up like I just did. And I just think it's a cleaner, better option. There's really no downside to using it other than it doesn't match their name. But it's called a ball python, but you don't hit it with a bat or something. That's my analogy that I use. In here is my rescue king snake, who eats really great but has quite a bad attitude the majority of the time. But it's still a really cool snake. I might keep her. I'm not really sure at this point. I really like her a lot, and I'm hoping I can keep her. But she just has a 60-watt heat bulb. I usually use heat lights instead of heat mats for things that don't need high humidity, just because they're easier to maintain. And she just looked like she took a little poop, so I'm going to have to clean that up. Didn't really look at it yet. Alright, hopefully I can not get bit here. I think she's right here. Yeah, right there. Sorry if I'm jumping a little bit. Yeah, I flinch really bad when my snakes kind of do this, but yeah, there she is. I don't really want to take her out because I'm really not a big fan of getting bitten, but she's right there. Find her head, then I think I'll be all right. Oh, there she is. There's the girl. Yeah, definitely not the best attitude in the world, but she's still a really great snake regardless, and I'm kind of glad to have her. And I'll just put her back. Whoops. Sorry this video is getting a little bit long, but you know, whatever. It takes a while to show a collection this size. I don't keep all my reptiles in my room, so I'm gonna have to go in here. In here we have my 2 leopard geckos. These are the ones that laid the eggs, or one of them laid the egg, obviously. Here's their setup, not too bad. I keep my leopard geckos on sand. I've been doing it for 9 years, and I haven't had a problem, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But part of that is because I do feed from a dish, but here they are. I don't know a whole lot about, you know, color mutations, but I know he's a Tremper albino, and I'm thinking she's a Max Snow. Not 100% sure, but either way, they're really nice leopard geckos. Leopard geckos probably make the best pets in my opinion, and they're just really great. Alright, over here we have my carpet python, who's in her new enclosure, as you guys saw. It's a 4-foot long enclosure. I know they need some height, but I put some branches in here, and she's never used anything. She always sits in her hide or on top of it. She's never climbed on any branches. So I'm starting to not rule out that they need, you know, a lot of height, but I think it's more of, like, if you compared a carpet python to, like, a ball python, I'm sure it would be, you know, arboreal. But if you compare it to a green tree python, there's not really any comparison. And as you'll notice, the enclosure's a little bit moist, and there's towels on top. She is shedding, but even then, she's still a really nice snake. She doesn't bite or anything. She's pretty deep in the blue, as you can see. She's all tangled up in her thermometer. But there she is. She's a really beautiful snake. Her colors are a little bit dull, as you can see. Bright blue eyes, but really awesome nonetheless. Really, really nice snake. And she has a thermostat too. This one's actually a, they use it for like, plants, I think. I don't really know, because now on Amazon they keep recommending me to get weird plant things because I bought that. But it works really well, a lot better than some of the stuff that's out there right now, like the, you know, the Reptile brand Thermostats. So, there's her. These are my dogs, who are ironically in the same place as the last video. They are the laziest little things I've ever seen. Hi, Turbog. And that's Miss Bean, the big guy. And they just kind of sleep all day long because they're lazy. There's a saltwater tank, nothing special there. For my arachnophobic fans, the tarantula that I had actually escaped. I wasn't really around when it happened, but used to be in this enclosure, and I guess somebody bumped the lid and it got out, which kind of sucks. It's probably is not alive at this point, but we got this little Exotero Nano Tall. It's a lot more secure, and probably gonna keep another one at some point. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. All my reptiles have clean tanks except for this one. This one's disgusting. Has to be cleaned, like stat. In here are 2 red-eared sliders. One's right there. One is in the back there, and right there is a razorback musk turtle. Pretty cool. Like I said, all of them have just gotten clean tanks except for that one. That one's nasty. In here is a little Herman's tortoise, Maggie, and she is awesome. Tortoises are really cool. I think they should be on, you know, when people name their, you know, the best beginner reptiles, they don't often mention tortoises, and I think they should, because they're really good pets. They're obviously very docile. I've never been bitten by a tortoise, but I've never really had my hand in a position where I can get bit. But they're awesome. They're very docile and easy to care for the most part, unless you're dealing with something massive like a sulcata. There's a little bunny rabbit there. In here we have more turtles. There's 5 in here. The big one on top is Dan, the painted turtle. Sorry, buddy, you get to move. Right here is a little cooter turtle. He's all right, I guess. I mean, he doesn't really do much. I think he might be a little bit sick or something along those lines. Gotta roll up my sleeves. Gotta go swimming. All right, the big one that I just grabbed is a cooter turtle. Yellow belly cooter. Really cool. Alright, gotta find the other ones in here. This is Ruben's the soft shell turtle, who just took off. Come here, buddy. What are you doing? Ruben's soft shell. Soft-shell turtles are really cool. They're really goofy looking, but I really like them. Let him go. And then there is a Mississippi map turtle in here somewhere. I cannot find. Oh, right here. Really cool looking turtle. Because of the the spikes on the shell almost trying to take off on me. Really nice turtle though. Turtles are kind of growing on me. The only thing I don't like about them is I don't like water because it gets really dirty and it stinks. But other than that, they're pretty cool. And last but not least, down here, I know this video is getting quite long. Thank you for bearing with me. You guys know them and love them. I love them too. This is little Tim Tebow, the American alligator. His lights are off now. They're on a timer, but there he is. He's a nice guy. He really is nice. And wow, he took a massive poop. That has to be cleaned. He had a brand new tank last night. As you can see, that's a pretty gross looking alligator turd. But there he is. He's a really nice guy. He's more skittish than he is aggressive. He's never tried to bite me or anything. He's more apt to run away, really. If I try and stick my hand in his face, he's not going to bite me. He's just going to try and back up. So I won't mess with him too much. But he's a really cool little guy. I don't recommend anybody really get an alligator just because they don't really make the greatest pets in the world. And they get quite large, but it is something I'm really glad I get to work with on a daily basis. So there he is. And I know I said I was going to be talking about my reptile, not my collection, my reptile contest I'm going to be doing, and I will. I was going to do it on this video, but went a little bit long. But thank you for bearing with me this long. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a rating and subscribe if you already haven't. And I will see you guys later. Peace.